got my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, we might lose control tonight. Got the shape, I love to squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. Oh, please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week.
Summertime.
What a tease. Yeah, summertime where the living is groovy. What does that word mean, groovy? I don't know. It's throwback to the old days. We're in the den inside the Kinzel Center at St. Mary's Central Catholic High School, where there is an esteemed history, of course, of games that have gone on in the past, teams that have gone on in the past. And happy to be aboard once again as the Panthers come in trying to break a 3-game losing streak against the Lakota Raiders in a Sandusky Bay Conference River Division battle. Steve Kohler in the upper right. I'm telling you, what a legend at St. Mary's. He's been there for so long. He taught my kids, for crying out loud, so you know he's been around for a while. Look at the inaugural class of the Hall of Fame at SMCC. And now into the stands and some of the JV action going on as we get set for the Panthers at 3-6 overall. Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop in Bayview bringing you our pregame tonight from high atop the Kinzel Center at SMCC. Panthers 3-6 overall, match that with a 3-4 record in River Division play. And Lakota comes in at 2-7 overall, and they are 1-6. In the River Division. Now, the thing about Lakota is, and you'll find as we go along throughout the night, they are a very young basketball team. Their better days are ahead, but they got some good young talent that is going to develop.
Yes, this is the North Coast Game of the Week. Let it roll.
I wonder what that guy's been nipping on before he made it to the end. The better halves of Jim Caldwell and myself, to say the least. Kyle Hammond, the head coach of St. Mary's Central Catholic in his first year. And the Loonies across the way, leading the Pink out in the den. The way that was Coach Adam Nepper that was alongside Coach Hammond a few moments earlier. The Gill family set to watch Braden in action tonight.
Crissiones.
Oh, the Crissiones, yes, with all sorts of neat entertainment stuff going on in our area. Thanks to them for providing all of that. Your Fan of the Week is up next. It's for Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. Now, I'll give you a dime's bet as to who the Fan of the Week really is in this picture. You can't turn back. Little ones like that, all dressed out in the MCC stuff, getting ready for a great future as a Panther. Your Fan of the Week is brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in the heart of Ohio in Mansfield. Okay, now you can stop that infernal rocket. Thank you. Chris Sicoli, the former head coach of St. Mary's Central Catholic, in the den, checking out his former ball club and enjoying lots of family life. And boy, what a neat job he did for the Panthers in the years he spent here in the den. The pregame for Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, located in Bayview. And like they say, you look at that table, there's one missing element, and there's two people to replace him. It's just tough to do it without Mr. Jeffrey on board. Look at the St. Mary's student section, all decked out in pink and ready to cheer on their Panthers, as are these young ladies as well, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. It's the Panthers hosting the Raiders. SBC River Division action up next. It's your North Coast Game of the Week. Welcome aboard. I am absolutely in love with this site. And the best part is when you're walking by the bay and that happens, it's a jackpot. The Old Fish House in Huron with knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts for everybody ready to roll with our first quarter in the den. And Lakota controlling the basketball first. This young man right here wearing number 10 is a freshman, Colton Kelbley. Wait until you see him shoot the basketball. He started out hot, kind of cooled off as the night went on, but his start for the game shows the range this young man has, and he will do nothing but get better as the years roll on. Charlie Cafton out top for the Panthers. This is Braden Gill on the left sideline, being guarded by another youngster, Avery Schilling, wearing number 12. He's a sophomore. There's a kick out to Gibson in the corner, who can't get to the basket, so Charlie will find a way from three-point land and knock down the first points of the ball game. Charlie Cafton, of course, leading the way for the Panthers in scoring and rebounding, and getting the night started successfully. From behind the three-point line this year, Charlie 15 of 41 coming into this game. That's a pretty healthy 37% from behind the arc. Picking up the percentage on that first shot of the night. This is Avery Schilling, young man who really can get off the floor, as can Blaze Beard. Now Beard, you won't see a lot of him because he gets in foul trouble early, but he's just a sophomore, and that young man is 6'4". He's standing in the middle right there, number 30. He can really sky off the floor. So again, the better days are ahead for these kids as they learn the varsity game, but man, they have got some really strong, raw talent. Braden Gill at the line, shooting 2 for the Panthers, getting 1 out of 2 to fall, and SMCC off to a 4-0 advantage. Colton Kelbley. Sorry, but his parents weren't thinking of radio announcers when they gave him that name. Trying to spit all that out fast is not the easiest thing. Colton Kelbley, it's just not an easy thing. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with the Panthers out to a 4-0 lead. Head coach Kyle Hammond of St. Mary's Central Catholic watching over his troops. And you see Coach Nepper standing out near the volleyball line, getting a warning from the officials. Young man, you need to stand off the floor. Special thanks going out to the following local businesses. Please give them all your support possible. Panthers with a 4-0 lead early. This is Garrett Jackson with a pull-up jumper that just hits off that backside of the rim, and Blaze Beard on the rebound for the Raiders. Kelbley into the paint trying to find Beard, and Charlie Cafton on the defense couldn't quite latch onto it. And Beard will get fouled on the shot. He'll head to the free throw line, although it really looks like Jacob Harrison is the one who came out of that deal on the worst end. Blaze Beard, a sophomore, knocks down 1 out of 2, and Lakota is on the board at 4-1. Here's a young man for the Panthers, Braylon Harris, who sat out the first part of the season because of concussion protocol. This is his 3rd game back in and getting a little bit more time every game. And as you're going to see as this game unfolds, what a difference he makes in this basketball team right there. The steal and the length of the court drive for 2. Get Harris right here coming up with the errant pass. And Beard and Kelbley look at each other like, what happened? But there goes Harris to the other end with that nice crossover lay-in, and the Panthers have a 6-1 lead. Well, Lakota not quite on the same page right there. Again, there's another part of youngsters playing the basketball game. They'll get there. Lakota to hang on possession of the ball right here as we look at the line of cheerleaders along the baseline for the Panthers. This is Blaze Beard. A graceful move by the freshman to the basket for a 6-3 ball game. Panther lead cut to 3. This is Harris into the paint. Pull-up jumper just off the mark, and Alex McGinnis, one of the veterans of this Lakota basketball team, on the rebound. 6'2 senior, wearing number 31. Long rebound off the long shot by Gill. And Lakota with possession back. Almost broken up by the Panthers, but there's McGinnis to the basket, strong for 2. And Lakota is back to within 1 at 6-5. Braden Gill dialing up some long distance for the Panthers to stretch that lead back out to 4 once again at 9-5. Off the screen from Reed Weichel. Gill open for the 3 and nothing but net. Nicely done by the Panther junior. It's Kelbley off the double team. Panthers on the steal and a little bit too anxious on the fast break. Now keep an eye on Kelbley. He's wide open from beyond the volleyball line. Yeah, the kid's a freshman, folks. Unlimited range for that young man. Difference now is he needs a lot of room to get that shot off. As we look at a nice kiss off the glass by Reed Weichel of the Panthers. This is paving the way for Hermes Parker Concrete Limited of Sandusky. Harris from the right wing. There's the screen by Reed Weichel. And the roll. And he's open for an easy 2. Nice touch off the glass. And Weichel stretches the Panther lead to 3 again at 11-8. That's paving the way for Hermes Parker Concrete of Sandusky. A spin move by Harris. Foul called, and Panthers getting to hang on to possession right here. Garrett Jackson to trigger the inbounds. This is Avery Schilling taking it back off the turnover. Look at, I'm telling you what, Blaze gets off the floor. Blaze Beard, 6'4", sophomore. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Daly's Pub, UBS Financial Services, Fidelity National Title, Leslie Murray Law, The Landmark Kitchen and Bar, and Luco, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division, Pizza Brothers, Fosco Cement, Groff Family Services, Murray & Murray, Mags Automotive, Toft Funeral Home and Crematory, Linda Armstrong Remax Realty. Panther fans so far happy with what they see. Panthers putting some points on the board here in the first quarter. They've struggled at times to find the range on offense. Cafton once again with the long ball for the Panthers, stretching that lead back out to 14-10. Nice job of defense in the paint by Reed Weichel to get that ball knocked away to Garrett Jackson, who couldn't hit the floater. Weichel scrambles after the rebound. Jackson again, rebounded by McGinnis of Lakota. This is the young sophomore Schilling driving and scoring for Lakota, and it is a 14-12 contest. Well, that's a pretty nice shooting touch right there for Braden Gill. It's a shot hit off the left side of the rim. Straight up into the air. And right back down through the net. Nicely done. That's Gill's second three of the first quarter. Charlie Cafton with a pair as well. Panthers shooting the threes well early, and St. Mary's back up to the biggest lead of the first quarter again at 5 points, 17-12. Alex McGinnis with an easy one, 17-14. The over and back call. I thought at first it went off the leg of Schilling. They say it hit Jackson's foot instead for the over and back. And Braden Gill in disbelief has got, oh, ball. Sometimes officials just don't see it the same way. First quarter winding down to a close here in the Den. Alex McGinnis on the board and the foul on the rebound. Yes, sir. Nothing like memories of summertime at this time of year. Hartung Title ready to bring you our second quarter of action on this week's Game of the Week. Hartung Title supporting local athletics for generations all across the North Coast. Second quarter also sponsored by James Ruthsatz, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. There's no time left on the clock as the first quarter expired, and Alex McGinnis got fouled, so he went to the free throw line, knocked down 1 out of 2. As you look at the Panther Brain Trust along the way, and some helpers as well. And it ends up being 17-15 after one quarter, Panthers with a 2-point advantage. Lakota with a quick turnover to start the second quarter. There's that young freshman again, Colton Kelbley. But he's a kid when you look at him, you think, what's he doing playing a varsity game? But he opens the second quarter with another three. And that gives Lakota their first lead of the ball game at 18-17. Braylon Harris, his turn for a three. And the Panthers right back on top at 20-18. Another look at Harris. Just enough room to get spotted up and shoot over the top of Schilling for the trifecta that gives the Panthers a 2-point advantage again at 20-18. Good second look for Matthews Ford. Avery Schilling with a three, rebounded by Jacob Harrison of the Panthers. Back the other direction comes Harris. And Harrison. That thing somehow defied the law of Mother Nature's gravity forces and popped right out of the basket. Grant Scherger. Well, that's 3 baskets to open the second quarter combined for both these teams. They're all threes, and Lakota back up on top, 21-20. Aiden Weichel draws the personal foul, and he'll be heading to the free throw line. Weichel, just a freshman in his own right at 5'9", 130. 1 out of 2 at the line will make this a tie ball game at 21. Gabe Scherg in the ball game with a steal, and I'm sorry, folks. Once Scherg puts his hands on the ball, you're not getting it away.
Real reactionary.
Little reactionary, I would say. I would kind of agree with that. This is bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. The official comes over. It's like, coach your kids. It's like, well, gosh. Here's Scherg. Or Birch, rather, I'm sorry. Birch with the power rebound. You don't get it away from him. And as Coach Hammond coaches his team, the official didn't like the way he was coaching his team. Look at the reaction of Coach Hammond, like, huh? And you're right, Kyle. Little reactionary. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, located on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. Great shot of the Panthers head coach. And his comment was directed back toward the former head coach of St. Mary's, Chris Sicoli, up in the bleachers, and I'm sure Chris totally agreed with that one. Panthers possession back once again. Trying to break a 21-21 tie. Jackson from long range, rebounded by Kelbley. Blaze Beard, he's a tough customer in the paint, but so is Gabe Birch. You can reach all you want to and try and tie this kid up, but Gabe does it right. He protects that basketball. He keeps it moving, where if you're going to reach and try and knock it away, chances are you're either going to lose the battle or you're going to get a foul call. Either one of the two, but you're not going to get the ball. Here's Braylon Harris on the steal and the run out for the Panthers to make it an SMCC lead again on your Civista Bank scoreboard. Panthers doing a little jumping into a trap, confusing the Lakota offense, just taking them out of their rhythm a little bit. Here's some of the fifth graders who are going to be performing at halftime of the varsity game and showing their wares as well. Signs of good business up next. Please support these local area establishments. Brady Signs, the Bay Bell Restaurant, Crush Wine Bar, J Bistro, Cameo Pizza, S&H Blinds and Floors, Pizza House West, Groff Family Services, Remax Quality Realty, Linda Armstrong and the A-Team, Fosco Cement Incorporated. Panthers with that 2-point lead halfway through the second quarter in the Den. Braylon Harris disrupting the Lakota offense. It ends up in the hands of Charlie Cafton. Down the floor for Garrett Jackson. And the follow by Cafton. Panthers by 4. This is your team play of the game for Tarina and the team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty. Team play indeed. You got Jackson knocking the ball away, Cafton coming up with it. And Cafton on the feed for Jackson. Jackson couldn't get the finish, but that's where your team play comes in. Charlie Cafton's there to clean it up. Get that little jump hook in, and the Panthers up by 4. After your team play of the game, live, laugh, love, and list with Tarina Sidoti, Realtor at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. McGinnis's miss is cleared out of there by Cafton. And here comes Braylon Harris. Harris from deep. Pow! Right there. And the Panthers now have a 7-point lead, as they have scored 8 straight points to grab their biggest lead of the first half. The box out by Ryan Gibson wins possession for the Panthers. The follow for Birch makes it a 10-point Panther run and a 9-point lead at 30-21. Avery Schilling going to break that run at the 2:25 mark of the first quarter. And the Panther lead now chopped to 7. Nice little dish off by Harris on the drive. Birch awarded a couple of free throws. And Gabe, just a sophomore for SMCC, knocks down 1 out of 2 to build the Panther lead back to 8. Keep your eyes on Braylon Harris. Ball tipped away. Harris to Weichel, to Harris for 2. And a 10-point Panther lead. First double-digit lead of the ball game. Cafton on the rebound. Outlet for Jackson. Cafton's miss of the long ball, rebounded by Colton Kelbley. McGinnis doing a good job of dribbling right through the double team. Hey, the other guy got all over my case. You owe me one. Hey, the official's in the right place. Why not kind of bend the ear just a tad? Long ball for the other guys for Lakota, and all of a sudden we're looking at a 5-point ball game. Alex McGinnis cleaning up the mess right there to make it 33-28. Kelbley's 3 and McGinnis's 2, and the 10-point lead got chopped in half in a hurry. Avery Schilling bodying up just a bit too much, and the official nailed him on it. Off the right sideline is Cafton for Birch. Nicely kissed in off the glass by Gabe to make it a 7-point ball game here as our first half winds down to a close. Your play of the game up next for Civista Bank. Focused on you. As our time winds down in the second quarter here in the Den. Got a little thing in this game called court awareness. And when you have that instinct, you kind of know where you are, where to shoot the ball. Very quickly, Birch on that turnaround kisses it off the glass perfectly. Panthers win the second quarter 18-13 as your play of the game comes your way courtesy of Civista Bank. Focused on you. The 7-point lead for the Panthers at halftime, 35-28. Our second half right around the corner. Stay where you are. You're on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Out onto the wonderful waters of Sandusky Bay again to start our second half. Third quarter being brought to you by Restore Pro, disaster cleanup and restoration. No disaster out there. That's just as nice a looking as could be. There's your fifth grade basketball team that played a bit at halftime of our ball game. Your future Panthers right in front of you here on Saturday night in the Den. Second half ready to go with Lakota in possession of the basketball. Cross-court pass to the corner, and Schilling will launch the long ball and strike gold to start the second half, and Lakota is back to within 4 at 35-31. Panthers trying to hold off the upstart Raiders in this basketball game. Cafton with the drive, draws the foul, and Charlie to the free throw line, where he would knock down a pair for the Panthers. We'll put that lead back up to 6 again at 37-31. Lakota facing a little bit of pressure up the floor. Blaze Beard keeps the Raiders hanging around, back to within 4 once again. Here's Gill drawing the personal foul on Beard, who spent a lot of the night in foul trouble for Lakota. Braden Gill with 1 out of 2 at the line, making it a 38-33 Panther advantage. Panthers kind of stepping up the defensive pressure a little bit to start the second half. Jumping into a double team, Cafton with the steal. Garrett Jackson with the long ball. The Panthers back up to an 8-point advantage as we go to our By the Numbers play of the game for James Ruthsat, CPA, Income Tax, and Accounting. And here's the defense. Pressure causing the turnover. Cafton hitting Gibson down low. Brian can't get to the basket, so he'll take the assist on the long ball for Garrett Jackson. That amounts to an 8-point lead at 41-33 on our By the Numbers play of the game for James Ruthsat, CPA, Income Tax, and Accounting. Panthers coming up with that, just jumping into a double team. Try and disrupt this young Raiders basketball team. And right at the beginning of the second half, pretty good job of it. Colton Kelbley left his hot shooting hand back in the first half, where he hit 3 out of 4 from behind the three-point line. Thanks to the following local businesses for supporting us here at the North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Wake Up and Waffle, Schmid Architects, Shorehouse Tavern, The Crimus Company, Pizza House West. And your North Coast Moment is up next. It is sponsored by Shores and Islands, Ohio.
There you go.
Oh, man. That is as majestic as it gets. Freighter coming in on the bay just in front of the Cedar Point skyline. Oh, my. It doesn't get much better than that. And it's kind of cool that Tom takes his pontoon out into the bay for us to get that nice close shot, too. Florence Spirit journeying its way into the coal docks of Sandusky Bay. It's fun just analyzing the side of the boat and see how far that thing goes down into the water when it's actually loaded up. For the springtime and summertime moments again. That's your North Coast Moment. Brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. Nice job of Charlie Cafton again, jumping into that passing lane. And a nice feed from Harris to a wide-open Braden Gill. Panthers stretch that lead back up to 10 once again. Here's Cafton with a great anticipation. And then getting the fast break going. Garrett Jackson. Nice bounce pass for Braylon Harris, and then through a double team. Sees Braden Gill right there for the easy to lay in. 10-point Panther lead at 43-33 as they're out of the gates with an 8-5 run to start the second half. Alex McGinnis shooting free throws for the Lakers, getting the lead down to 9 with 1 out of 2. Signs of Good Business are up next. Please support these local area businesses. Capizzi's Pizzeria, Noble Axes, Wendy's, The Marketplace downtown, Diedrich Motors, Murray & Murray, Hartung Title, Wake Up and Waffle. That's a pretty good sign right there on your Civista Bank scoreboard, also with the Panthers leading it by 9 in the third quarter. Well, the hustle by the Panther defense trying to shut down that fast break, but unfortunately Schilling goes to the line. But fortunately, he misses them both, and then Blaze Beard on the offensive board. Cleared out of there by Cafton. We said earlier, Charlie, not only the leading scorer for the Panthers, but leading rebounder as well. This is cool. Now you get a good look at our floorboard shots. And the three from deep in the corner by Braden Gill. His third of the ball game, and this is your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966. A $10 gift card for the best pancakes in the world. Going out to Gill, who found his way open in the corner, and that is his spot. Nicely done, Braden, and that is your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House, giving the Panthers a 12-point lead at 46-34, their biggest lead of the contest. Blaze Beard underneath finds a way to score and get the Raiders back again to within 10. It was an interesting shot right there where there was a man wide open underneath with the ball, and he tossed it out. But they end up getting the basket off it anyway from McGinnis to make it a 46-38 contest. From this point on, the Panthers really buckled down and closed the quarter on a nice run. It's Caden Weichel at the free throw line for the Panthers, nailing 1 out of 2 to make it a 9-point ball game at 47-38. Oops, forgot something. Reed Weichel didn't. And alertly finds Cafton. Panthers still with that 9-point lead, trying to add to it right here. That is a great play. Harris just threw it off the back of one of the Lakota players, got himself established in bounds, and then scored off it. Whoop. The kicker is you got to get both your feet in bounds again before you take the ball back, and right there, that's kind of an embarrassing moment for Curtis Fawcett. A lot of times people turn their backs to the defender, and that's what can happen if you're really alert like Braylon Harris was. Ball stolen by Reed Weichel. Gets the break going to Braylon Harris. Back to Weichel. And now the rebound for Zane Fry Quick of Lakota. 30-second timeout being called by the Raiders to get themselves reorganized here and ready for the stretch run in the third quarter. Meanwhile, we've got for you some signs of good business. Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Schmid Architects. Mags Automotive and Machine, Holler Furnace and Sheet Metal, Crush Wine Bar, David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Pizza Brothers, Dockside Cafe, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division, Toft Funeral Home and Crematory, that's Abe with the mouth. Good old Abe Banks leading the cheering across the way for the Panthers. How's that for Charlie Cafton? It doesn't come much easier, does it? Cafton did a great job in this game of anticipating, cutting and passing lanes, hitting easy baskets, plus threes as well. And there's Garrett Jackson turning it into a couple of free throw opportunities. This is where the technical foul is called on top of a foul. So 4 free throws for Jackson, which actually knocks down 2 of them, makes it a 55-38 contest, and Braylon Harris follows it up. Good, strong move by Harris, and a solid finish for the Panther senior. The Panthers now up by 17. They're in the middle of a 9-point run. And their defense, Charlie Cafton, have to add some more. Caden Weichel builds the lead to 19. Cafton unfazed by that one. He simply takes the ball, finds Weichel, and there's a good strong finish with the left hand for the Panther freshman. Harrison, good strong rebound for SMCC. Well, when you know the foul's coming, why not throw up a shot there in the meantime? Panthers closed out this third quarter with a 12-1 run to open up a 19-point lead after 3 quarters, outscoring Lakota 23-11 in the third quarter, and the Panthers by 19 heading home. Never gets old. Now you see the Twin Towers of Top Thrill 2 all set and ready to roll for next year. The Bay Bell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop in Bayview ready to bring you our fourth quarter, along with the folks from Toft Funeral Home and Crematory. Part of the Pink Out in the Den. And Kyle Hammond very happy with what he sees after 3 quarters, with St. Mary's building a 19-point lead as we head to the final 8 minutes of basketball. A little too much hand checking going on by Jackson. Charlie Cafton off the miss. I think the Panther possession started once again. Through a double team, you know somebody's going to be open. The trick is finding him. Ball belongs now to Lakota. Whoops. It's one where you like to pull the string back and redo it all over again. That's another example of Gabe Birch protecting that basketball once he secures it. And Charlie Cafton on the drive, extending the Panther lead to 21. Nope, not going to get it away from me, boys. Sorry. Jackson working the diagonal passing route to Charlie Cafton, who takes it past Beard to the basket for another two. And the Panthers right now feeling good. Here comes Caden Weichel leading the Panther break down the floor. Couldn't get numbers, however, so they'll set their half court. You'll open momentarily. Grant Scherger doing a nice job of jumping into that passing lane. Panthers again force the turnover. Gill for Harris. Two more. And the lead is at 23. And the 12-1 run that was closing out the third quarter now extended out to 16-1. That's good unselfish basketball right there by Gill. Giving it up for Harris. Assist is just as good as a basket. Birch with a great job of following his shot and getting a couple of free throws. (63-39). The Panther run extended to 17-1 before Avery Schilling knocks down that long ball to make it a 63-42 contest. Caden Weichel once and twice. Weichel trying to secure the possession, scrambling on the floor, and alertly Coach Hammond calling the timeout to save the Panther possession right there. Thanks to the following businesses for their support here at the North Coast Game of the Week: Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Wake Up and Waffle, Noble Fun, Schmid Architects, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnome's Podiatric Medicine, an unselfish look to the backside where Brian Gibson stood all by himself for an easy two. And there's your Panther lead on the Civista Bank scoreboard. Schilling gets them back to within 21. Battle of freshmen for that basketball. Schilling again with a nice solid finish for the Raiders. And the Panther lead is 65-46. Good powerful rebound by Braden Gill. Now Cafton finding Harris, and Braylon headed to the free throw line. Nothing but an upside for the Panthers the rest of the way as Braylon Harris becomes more a solid part of the rotation for the Panthers after that concussion suffered early in the season. Braylon knocks down another long ball from the corner, and your Panther lead now at 23. This is Reed Weichel starting up the floor for Caden Weichel, who will launch the long ball and drain nothing but net. And the Panthers now with their biggest lead of 26 points. Weichel stopping just outside that three-point line. And the Panthers now stretching their lead to 72-46. Somehow Harris got the ball down the floor to Caden Weichel, and somehow Weichel got that thing to fall. 74-46. This was nicely done. Look at the work by Braylon Harris. Was kind of losing a handle on the ball, so he just kind of swatted it down the floor. Weichel comes up with it, and a little off-balance scoop up to the basket for two more. And it is all gold for the Panthers in this one. After a somewhat closely contested first half, the Panthers outscored Lakota 23-11 in the third as Benny Leach takes it strong to the basket for St. Mary's. And the fourth quarter was 18-7. So the second half, the Panthers outscored Lakota 41-18. As eventually St. Mary's wore down this young Lakota basketball team into submission. See a lot of substitutions and off the bench right now for both teams. This is Blake Finneran off the rebound. Panthers going to dribble this one down and dribble it away to a 30-point win in the Den, their largest scoring output of the year, surpassing the 71 they scored against Danbury earlier this season. A 76-46 Panther victory. And when we get together again next, it'll be Hall of Fame night in the Den as the Panthers will host the Margaretta Polar Bears when we get together again on our next CW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us here tonight, and we will see you next time.